everybody. Welcome to Having Babies Conference. I'm Lisa Schuster here at Men Having Babies. I want to invite all of our Men Having Babies team to turn on your camera.
A special thank you to our platinum sponsors for this particular event, San Diego Fertility and Worldwide Surrogacy.
The structure of this weekend is made such that we can take you through some of the general guidelines and then dive deeper into some of the details.
So there's a lot of providers here that are giving their time to potentially speak with you. So really, guys, use this as an introduction, but in the free times, come visit us and you can get more specific questions answered as well. So what that means is intended parents, surrogates, and donors all need to have independent attorneys to advocate for them and make sure that they understand what they're getting into.
And I said at the beginning, the beautiful thing about surrogacy, gestational surrogacy, is you can become the parents before the birth. It's really for the lawyers that do it, it's a no-brainer. We can help you do this. You don't have to be nervous about, will I become the parent of my baby? Yes, you will.
And try to see what is different in New York now that we have the legal surrogacy, what was called the Child Parent Security Act.
And I suggest with great pride that you consider the Child Parent Security Act as model legislation for those states that do not have the best legal framework. And the best legal framework to build your family in any state is to have a surrogacy-specific statute.
All of the people on screen and others are going to be at the Expo shortly. Please continue the conversation. I saw some questions at the Q&A tab that will be answered in future sessions.
I hope you had your coffee, 2 cups maybe. Jenny, I'm on my second, and you're ready. So what do I need to know, Jenny? What do I do for my expo?
So as soon as this presentation ends, you're going to be back at your table just like magic. And then you are going to choose what expo building you'd like to go to.
Questions to ask yourself. What are the top considerations? Well, first of all, is it legal?
If you have any questions about Canada, come find me today, or you can also message me on our Facebook page. I'm happy to answer any questions. Canada is definitely a wonderful destination for surrogacy.
So there are 3 parts to this. The first part is sperm, the second part is oocyte or egg, and the third part is uterus, which is your carrier.
So after fertilization, a complex process of cell division takes place over the next 5 to 7 days, with the ultimate goal of creating a normal blastocyst, which is demonstrated in the middle bottom picture there.
Egg donors should also be not only physically healthy, but also mentally healthy.
So this is the medical part. So every month a woman starts out with a group of resting eggs. One of them is going to be the chosen one that's eventually going to ovulate.
We monitor them for several weeks after transfer. The risk of early miscarriage is generally quite low for these patients, higher for our multiple pregnancy gestational carriers.
Do you guys have anything to add in that in the context of the current pandemic?
If you ask 5 doctors that same question, each doctor will give you a different answer.
We make sure you meet the other criteria. If you are approved for stage 1, we send you a certificate. You can look at our provider directory or provider profiles on our website and see what discounts you are eligible for.
Different agencies have different compensations, obviously. Some do it by location in terms of desirability.
When you're planning your journey, is if you're willing to be patient, if you're willing to take your time choosing your surrogate, choosing someone who's located near your clinic, then you are more likely to find that ideal match.
Other thing that's important is to take a look at your insurance, because when the baby is born, it's yours. So that's the good news. It's born, it is your baby. You have to put it on your insurance. So you need to make sure that your insurance is going to cover that baby wherever it is born.
Which means you can ask your employer to change the coverage. You don't have to wait for a state or federal law to pass. You simply need to ask your employer to add family building coverage.